All right, so in the 1.6 part 1 video, we get to geometric series and we talk a little bit about typing it into your calculator because this formula for the partial sum of geometric series kind of has a lot going on. If you have a fancy calculator like a TI-84 Plus CE, you can type it into your calculator like this by going to the math menu and then going over to fraction. And you can see here, if you pick this first option, it will give you an actual fraction bar. Okay, we don't all have that luxury. So if I do type it in this way and hit enter, it'll give me my answer of 95/9 like we got in the video. But then if you want to type it in like Mr. Hemingway was describing in the video, in those 3 different parts, I can show you how to do that here just so you're a little more comfortable with it and so we know we're doing it correctly. So the first step was to deal with this top part right here. So we're going to type that in as 1 minus, and then in parentheses, 2 divided by 3 for 2/3, and then raised to the power of 3. And even if you have a TI-83 and not any TI-84, or even just a basic or like kind of original model TI-84, even though you don't get the nice power notation there, it'll still work if it just shows up as like the caret symbol. So that's our first step. Okay, and I know we're in decimal form right now, but we'll just leave it. So that's what the top is equal to. Then we have to take that answer and divide by 1 minus 2/3. Well, we can kind of figure out in our head 1 minus 2/3 is 1/3. So I'm just going to divide by 1/3. Make sure 1/3 is in parentheses, so you're dividing by that whole quantity. So there's our second part. And then we want all of that to be multiplied by 5. So our third step is to do times 5. Now, I know we came out as a decimal, right? But luckily, all of these calculators have the math frac option. So we go to math, and it's the first option. Hit enter, and it'll turn it into a fraction for you of 95/9. So that should work on any calculator doing those 3 steps, or you can go to the math menu and go over to the right, the fraction option. That'll give you that nice fraction formatting like we saw up here.